and welcome. I'm Gunjan Bidani and you're watching today's edition of our COVID-19 bulletin, where we bring you daily updates on the scientific efforts being undertaken in the country to fight the dreaded coronavirus pandemic. For rapid disinfection of infected areas, there is a newly developed equipment named UV Blaster, which is being tipped as a helpful tool in containing the spread of the coronavirus. The instrument has been made by the Delhi-based Laser Science and Technology Center, or LASTEC, which is a laboratory of Defense Research and Development Organization, or DRDO. The equipment has 6 lamps emitting UVC light, which can inactivate or even kill microbes. The equipment can disinfect high-tech surfaces like electronics, computers and other gadgets in the offices. UV disinfection is more suitable for electronics as the chemical treatment can damage electronic gadgets. In about 30 minutes, the equipment can disinfect an area of about 400 square feet. This development is useful to disinfect large areas like shopping malls, airports, hotels, etc. This UV-based sanitizer can be operated remotely through a laptop or mobile. Also, as the UV rays are harmful for humans, the sanitizer has been programmed to switch off on its own in case of accidental opening of the room or in the event of any other type of human intervention. The DRDO laboratory has been able to make this equipment with the help of Gurugram-based New Age Instruments and Materials Private Limited. To serve the nation in this crisis situation, Noka Robotics, a company incubated at the Indian Institute of Technology or IIT Kanpur, has come up with an affordable, high-end and indigenously developed ventilator. This ventilator is built using locally sourced material, reducing our reliance on the imported parts. The ventilator is unique as it not only serves the critically ill patients but also safeguards frontline healthcare workers from getting exposed to the virus. The prototype is in conformity with the technical features and specifications released by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. For large-scale production of such ventilators, the company has joined forces with Bharat Dynamics Limited or BDL. Bharat Dynamics Limited is a premier defense public sector undertaking. Let's hear more about the ventilator from Professor Amitabh Bandyopadhyay, who is a professor at IIT Kanpur and has steered the Noka Robotics in this development.
This is an invasive ventilator. This is now as good as any other ICU ventilator. But there is another specific USP. As you are seeing that the biggest casualty of COVID-19 are the doctors and healthcare workers. Now, when you think of ventilator, it is actually pumping air inside the lung of the patient. And that air has to come out of some other tubing, right? So that is generally loaded with viral particles. And it is coming at a very high power, okay, high pressure. So the viral particles are getting aerosolized. So that is a very, very potent source for infection of the healthcare workers. To mitigate that, we have 3 different kinds of controls. One, we have an inline HEPA filter to block the viruses from coming out. We have a water vapor trap, wherein some of the viral particles will be trapped as water solution, and finally it will go into a UV chamber within which the air will be decontaminated. So we are reasonably certain that, of course, from the patient perspective, we are matching every specification that the government of India has laid out. But from the doctors and healthcare workers' perspective, ours is the only solution that I know of in the country. That's our USP.
The novel coronavirus is transmitted through respiratory droplets and contact routes. The World Health Organization now recommends replacing the masks if the mask becomes moist. Keeping this in mind, researchers from the Indian Institute of Technology or IIT Guwahati are gearing up to make a hydrophobic coating which is both antiviral and repels water. This coating will be applied on tissue paper and is believed that it can be used as a face mask to evade coronavirus infection. This research will be supported by the Science and Engineering Research Board, or SERB, under its short-term special call on COVID-19. SERB is a statutory body under the Department of Science and Technology. Let's hear more about this from Dr. Uttam Manna, who is the Associate Professor at the Indian Institute of Technology, Guwahati.
In current conditions, this hot and humid environment make this hydrophilic regular cotton-based mask a damp mask, and instead of preventing the spreading of coronavirus, it might promote, right? So you may put yourself in danger, right? So how to restrict it? So right now we thought that, we can make this cotton fabric, synthetic fabric, or even tissue paper super hydrophobic. So that way, commercially cheap material can be used to make a face mask. And most of our country people can use that face mask. Because the prevention is the only approach right now to fight against this COVID-19. Because still now, the vaccine is not available and it will take some time, right? So far we have to protect ourselves from this particular virus. So if you see in the nature, particularly lotus leaf that is decorated with a property which is called super hydrophobicity, which has an excellent characteristic that it can repel extremely the water droplet. When you put the water droplet, it beat with a spherical shape. If you tilt it, immediately roll off. Now, we know how to mimic those interfaces and how to coat wide range of fibrous substrates. Okay, and we can make this cotton-based fabric, synthetic fabrics, even tissue paper, everything we can make super hydrophobic. Now, if we can make them super hydrophobic, then water droplet can't really pass through, penetrate through this particular substrate. And you can also protect yourself, or you can protect the face mask rather from this unwanted tamping. Okay, because of this high humid environment, which is very obvious if you are keep continuously using this hydrophilic substrate like cotton fabrics and all, because they keep sweating under humid and hot environment, right? So you can prevent that. Not only that, what are the components we're going to use? Those are one of the component has a surfactant-like characteristic. It has a long hydrophobic tail, which is known to denature or deform this structure of protein. And now, if you can really denature that protein which is there on the surface of the coronavirus, most likely you can inactivate that virus.
With this, we come to the end of this bulletin. We will be back with another edition of COVID-19 Bulletin soon. Till then, stay safe. Namaskar.